From the dense jungles of the Olmec heartland to the sprawling urban centers of the Aztec Empire, a profound, visceral spectacle gripped the ancient world. This was no mere game. It was a cosmic drama, a battle for fertility, for power, for the very continuation of existence. Welcome to the ultimate game: sacrifice, glory, and the ancient Mesoamerican ballgame. Imagine a stadium, not for entertainment, but for destiny. Picture athletes, their bodies adorned with symbolic regalia, their wills forged in spiritual fire, competing not just for victory, but often for their very lives, or perhaps for the honor of divine sacrifice. For millennia, across civilizations that shaped an entire continent, the Mesoamerican ballgame stood as the apex of ritual, sport, and political theater. From its enigmatic origins with the Olmec, evolving through the sophisticated city-states of the Maya, and culminating in the brutal splendor of the Aztec Triple Alliance, this game was a living prayer, a political statement, and a terrifying gamble with the gods. This documentary embarks on an unparalleled journey, deciphering the echoes of ancient crowds and the thud of rubber balls against stone. We will unearth the intricate rules, explore the monumental architecture of over 1,500 rediscovered ball courts, and unravel the deep astronomical and religious meanings woven into every play. We'll confront the chilling reality of human sacrifice, often the ultimate price paid by the losing team, and explore the enduring mysteries that still shroud this magnificent, terrifying sport. Prepare to witness a world where glory was divine, and sacrifice the ultimate offering. Imagine a stadium filled with roaring crowds, not for a mere game, but for a ritual where the ultimate prize isn't a trophy, but survival itself. This was the terrifying reality of the ancient Mesoamerican ballgame. For nearly 3 millennia, from bustling metropolises to remote jungle outposts, cultures across what is now Mexico and Central America gathered to witness a spectacle unlike any other. Here, 2 teams faced off, not just for glory, but with the crushing certainty that losing could mean a date with the sacrificial knife. This wasn't just sport. It was a cosmic drama, a battle between light and shadow, life and death, played out on hallowed ground. We begin our journey into a world where every bounce of the heavy rubber ball resonated with profound spiritual meaning, where skill, faith, and fear intertwined to decide the fate of champions, and sometimes the entire community. To truly grasp the profound significance of the ballgame, we must first immerse ourselves in the vibrant tapestry of ancient Mesoamerica. This sprawling land, stretching from central Mexico to Costa Rica, was a cradle of innovation, giving birth to some of history's most sophisticated and enigmatic civilizations. From the pioneering Olmec, who laid the groundwork for future empires, to the intellectually advanced Maya, with their complex calendars and astronomical knowledge, and the powerful, expansionist Aztecs who forged an empire through conquest and intricate religious systems. Mesoamerica was a crucible of human achievement. These cultures, though distinct, were interconnected by trade, shared mythologies, and crucially, by universal fascination with the ballgame. It was within this rich cultural mosaic, amidst towering pyramids and bustling cities, that this sacred contest flourished, evolving alongside the very societies that embraced it. Our journey into the ballgame's past begins deep within the humid lowlands of the Gulf Coast, the heartland of the enigmatic Olmec civilization, often revered as Mesoamerica's mother culture. Emerging around 1500 BCE, the Olmec pioneered many of the cultural traits later adopted by the Maya and Aztecs, including monumental architecture, a sophisticated calendar, and the earliest forms of writing. It is here, among their colossal basalt heads and ceremonial centers like San Lorenzo and La Venta, that the very first seeds of the ballgame were sown. Archaeological evidence, including ancient rubber artifacts dating back over 3,000 years, and early, rudimentary stone quartz at sites such as Paso de la Amada, circa 1400 BC, strongly suggests that the Olmec were the first to play this ritualized sport. They harnessed the natural rubber from local trees, transforming it into the heavy, bouncy spheres that would define millennia of athletic and spiritual competition. As the Olmec legacy faded, the ball game found new life and unparalleled sophistication with the classic Maya civilization, flourishing between 250 and 900 CE. Known to them as Pok-ta-Pok, this sacred contest became profoundly interwoven with their complex cosmology and creation myths. From the grand courts of Chichen Itza and Copan to the intricately carved panels of Yaxchilan, the game's imagery permeated Maya art and architecture, depicting players, gods, and scenes of ritual sacrifice. The Popol Vuh, the sacred book of the Kich Maya, recounts the tale of the hero twins, Hunahpu and Xbalanque, who defeat the lords of Xibalba, the underworld, in a ball game, a narrative that underscores the game's role as a symbolic battle against death and chaos, essential for maintaining cosmic order. For the Maya, Pok-ta-Pok was not just a sport. It was a cosmic reenactment, a vital conduit between the earthly and divine realms. Centuries later, as the Maya Golden Age waned, the powerful Aztec Empire rose to prominence in the Valley of Mexico. For the Aztecs, the ball game, which they called Tlachtli, transcended spiritual significance to become a state-sponsored spectacle deeply intertwined with imperial power, warfare, and political legitimacy. In their magnificent capital, Tenochtitlan, multiple Tlachtli courts were central to urban life, serving as arenas for high-stakes wagers, diplomatic contests, and ritual sacrifices integral to maintaining cosmic balance and imperial dominance. While often played for recreation, the most significant Tlachtli games were infused with political and religious gravity, sometimes concluding with the sacrifice of players or captives to appease the gods, particularly during periods of drought or war. For the Aztecs, Tlachtli was a brutal, beautiful reflection of their world, a relentless struggle where courage, skill, and destiny shaped the fate of both individuals and the empire itself. So, how exactly was this deadly game played? While specific rules varied across regions and eras, the core mechanics of the Mesoamerican ballgame remained astonishingly consistent and challenging. Players, often clad in protective gear made of leather and padding around their waists and knees, aimed to propel a heavy, solid rubber ball, sometimes weighing up to 9 pounds, through a stone ring mounted high on the ball court wall. The crucial constraint? No hands or feet were allowed. Players had to use only their hips, elbows, or knees to strike the ball, demanding incredible athleticism, precision, and strategic teamwork. Imagine the sheer force and dexterity required to consistently send a dense rubber sphere soaring upward with just a hip thrust. Scoring was rare, making each successful shot a monumental achievement, often signifying an immediate victory, and for some, a dramatic turn of fate. This unique restriction elevated the game beyond mere sport into a mesmerizing display of human resilience and physical mastery. At the very heart of this ancient spectacle was the rubber ball itself, a marvel of Mesoamerican engineering. Long before Charles Goodyear patented vulcanization in the 19th century, the Olmec and their successors mastered the art of processing natural latex. They mixed the sticky sap from local rubber trees, Castilla elastica, with the juice of morning glory vines, a process that cured and cross-linked the rubber molecules, resulting in a durable, highly elastic, and incredibly dense sphere. These balls varied in size and weight, but typically measured 10 to 20 centimeters in diameter and could weigh up to 9 pounds, making them formidable objects on the court. The sheer power required to propel such a heavy object without hands or feet speaks volumes about the player's strength. More than just a piece of equipment, the rubber ball held profound symbolic significance, often representing celestial bodies, the sun, moon, or stars, making every game a cosmic dance, a reenactment of divine forces in motion. The ball court was far more than just a playing field. It was a sacred space, an architectural marvel imbued with cosmological significance. Over 1,300 ball courts have been identified across Mesoamerica, each reflecting the unique artistic and religious styles of its builders, yet all sharing fundamental characteristics. typically eye-shaped, with two parallel masonry walls flanking a central playing alley. These structures often featured high, slanted walls and elaborate stone rings or markers. Many courts were strategically aligned with celestial bodies or key geographical features, transforming the game into an earthly manifestation of divine order. The Great Ball Court at Chichen Itza, the largest and most famous, with its towering walls and intricate carvings, stands as a testament to this profound connection. Here, every angle, every carving, every shadow cast by the rising or setting sun served to reinforce the ballgame's ritualistic importance, making the court a stage where the fate of worlds was symbolically decided. Of all the ancient ball courts scattered across Mesoamerica, one stands supreme, a monumental testament to the game's unparalleled importance. The Great Ball Court at Chichen Itza. As sunlight bathes its weathered stones, we grasp the sheer scale of this colossal arena. Spanning over 160 meters in length and 70 meters wide, is the largest ever discovered, dwarfing even modern sports stadiums. Imagine the roar of the crowd, the thud of the heavy rubber ball, echoing perfectly across the vast space, guided by sophisticated acoustics engineered by the Maya. Towering walls rise dramatically, culminating in carved rings 6 meters high, the elusive targets. But it's not just its size that captivates. Embedded within its imposing architecture are the very stories of sacrifice and glory, awaiting our closer inspection. The grandeur of Chichen Itza's ball court is interwoven with chilling evidence of the game's deadly stakes. Adorning the lower walls, a series of intricately carved relief panels offer an unmistakable, brutal glimpse into the game's ultimate consequence. Here, the victors, adorned with intricate regalia, are depicted beside the vanquished. One panel, in particular, is Stark, a kneeling player, clearly identifiable by his ballgame attire, is shown in the moment of decapitation, blood streams erupting from his neck, transforming into serpents and blossoming plants. This isn't merely symbolic. It's a visceral, uncompromising depiction of human sacrifice, a chilling reminder that the game played here was a matter of life and death, an offering demanded by the cosmos itself. The imagery at Chichen Itza, and indeed across Mesoamerican art, paints a gruesome but vital picture. Decapitation was a profound ritual. It wasn't random violence, but a meticulously orchestrated offering. Archaeological findings, such as skull racks and burial sites, corroborate these artistic depictions. For these ancient civilizations, the head was often considered the seat of the soul, consciousness, and vital energy. To offer, it was to provide the most potent gift to the gods, a direct conduit for life force and spiritual essence. The shedding of blood, particularly from such a significant part of the body, was believed to nourish the earth, appease volatile deities, and maintain cosmic balance. It was the ultimate sacred transaction, ensuring the continuity of the world itself. The question of who faced the ultimate sacrifice remains one of the ballgame's most enduring mysteries and a fiercely debated topic among scholars. Was it the vanquished, paying the ultimate price for their failure, as suggested by many interpretations of the Chichen Itza carvings? Or was it, paradoxically, the glorious victors, deemed worthy of being offered as the supreme gift to the gods, a testament to their excellence and divine favor? There is evidence supporting both theories. Some texts speak of the honor of being chosen, implying winners. Yet, the imagery often shows the defeated in submissive positions. Perhaps the answer wasn't always fixed, varying by city-state, era, or even the specific ritual context. It reminds us that even with compelling evidence, the full truth of these ancient practices can remain tantalizingly out of reach. Beyond its sacred and deadly functions, the ballgame was a formidable instrument of political power. Rulers meticulously orchestrated these contests, transforming them into spectacular displays of their dominance and might. The outcome could legitimize a king's reign, assert control over rival city-states, or even settle territorial disputes without the full-scale devastation of war. Crucially, captured enemy leaders and high-ranking warriors were often forced to play, their inevitable defeat culminating in ritual execution on the ball court itself. This public spectacle, witnessed by thousands, served as a stark warning and a powerful affirmation of the victor's supremacy, cementing their authority and broadcasting their divine favor across the ancient world. The ball court was not just a playing field, but a geopolitical arena. For the ancient Mesoamericans, the ball game was far more than a sport or political tool. It was a profound reenactment of cosmic creation itself. Many scholars believe the game mirrored the eternal struggle between fundamental opposing forces: day and night, sun and moon, life and death. The heavy rubber ball, representing celestial bodies like the sun or moon, was propelled through the court, symbolizing their arduous journey across the sky and through the underworld. The struggle to keep the ball in play, to score through the elusive rings, reflected the continuous battle to maintain order in a chaotic universe. It was a ritualistic drama, a sacred ballet where the fate of the cosmos was metaphorically decided with every bounce, every pass, every hard-fought point. Paradoxically, from the grim spectacle of sacrifice emerged a profound connection to life itself. The ball game was intimately intertwined with themes of fertility, rain, and agricultural abundance. The shedding of blood, whether from sacrifice or ritualized auto-sacrifice, was not solely about appeasing angry gods. It was believed to literally nourish the earth. Just as rain was vital for crops, blood was seen as a potent fertilizer, a life-giving essence returned to the soil. The decapitated head, specifically, was often linked to maize, the staple crop, symbolizing the cycle of planting, growth, death, and rebirth. Thus, the ball court became a sacred arena where death seeded life, where the ultimate sacrifice promised bountiful harvests and the enduring vitality of the community, completing a timeless cycle. The ball game's influence extended directly into the brutal realities of ancient Mesoamerican warfare and the intricate dance of diplomacy. It often served as a symbolic arena for conflict, where battles could be fought without deploying entire armies. City-states might challenge each other to a game to declare war, settle boundary disputes, or even forge uneasy alliances. The stakes were incredibly high, frequently culminating in the sacrifice of the losing team's captain or an entire contingent of players, especially if they were high-ranking captives. This grim consequence underscored the game's gravity, transforming it into a powerful tool for projecting dominance, intimidating rivals, and enforcing political will across vast empires. The ancient ball game was, in every sense, a game of empires. The ball game was never just a contest of physical prowess. It was a profound spiritual undertaking, a cosmic drama played out on hallowed ground. At its heart were two indispensable groups: the revered priests and the supremely disciplined players. The priesthood, guardians of ancient knowledge and celestial cycles, meticulously orchestrated every ritual, invoking deities like the feathered serpent Quetzalcoatl or the jaguar god, ensuring cosmic balance and agricultural fertility through the game. They guided the sacred divination, often dictating the timing and purpose of matches. The players, meanwhile, were not mere athletes, but sacred conduits, embodying mythical heroes and divine struggles. Their training wasn't just physical. It was a spiritual purification, preparing them to accept either the glorious mantle of victory or the ultimate sacrifice, connecting the mortal realm to the divine. Each bounce of the rubber ball, each strained effort was an offering. To step onto the ball court was to embrace destiny, and this required an athlete's path of unimaginable rigor. Players, often drawn from elite warrior classes, underwent years of intense physical and mental conditioning. We can imagine them honing their reflexes, endurance, and unique skill of striking the heavy rubber ball with hips, forearms, or knees. Their bodies were temples of strength, sculpted by demanding exercises, carrying the scars of relentless practice against stone walls or tough opponents. Every muscle, every sinew, was trained not just for victory, but for the profound psychological burden of the game's stakes. They faced an existential choice: to achieve immortal glory for their community or to offer their very life, a final breath exhaled in service to the gods. The line between hero and sacrifice was thin, demanding unparalleled courage and unwavering resolve. The ballgame was more than a spiritual quest or an athletic feat. It was a vibrant, often brutal, mirror reflecting the complex social hierarchy of Mesoamerican civilization. Rulers and the elite, adorned in magnificent regalia, occupied prime viewing positions on elevated platforms, their presence legitimizing the spectacle and reinforcing their divine right to govern. Commoners, though kept at a respectful distance, were equally engrossed, their cheers and gasps adding to the stadium's roar. A successful game, especially one involving the sacrifice of a high-ranking opponent, could solidify a ruler's power, enhance political alliances, or even dictate the outcome of territorial disputes. Conversely, a losing streak or an unexpected outcome could challenge established orders, sparking dissent. The ball court was a microcosm of society, where power was asserted, alliances forged, and destinies decided under the watchful eyes of gods and mortals alike. The profound impact of the ballgame permeated every facet of Mesoamerican culture, finding its most eloquent expression in the diverse realms of art. From monumental stone sculptures adorning ball courts to intricate ceramic figurines and vivid murals, artists across civilizations meticulously captured the game's drama and sacred significance. The iconic Palenque ballplayer panel depicts a graceful yet powerful figure, embodying the athletic ideal. Olmec colossal heads hint at early connections, while Maya stelae often feature rulers adorned in ballplayer regalia, emphasizing their dual role as earthly leaders and cosmic warriors. At El Tajin, elaborate relief carvings unfold narratives of sacrifice and feasting tied directly to the game. These artistic masterpieces aren't just decorative. They are invaluable historical documents, offering rare glimpses into the rules, the attire, the rituals, and the deep cultural meaning that surrounded this ultimate contest. While the iconic eye-shaped ball courts are ubiquitous across Mesoamerica, the monumental city of Teotihuacan presents a tantalizing enigma. No traditional courts have ever been definitively discovered within its vast, geometrically planned urban sprawl, leaving archaeologists to ponder the game's role in this powerful, mysterious civilization. Yet, evidence strongly suggests the ballgame was indeed played, perhaps adapted to Teotihuacan's unique architectural and spiritual ethos. Murals depict figures with ballgame paraphernalia, and certain open plazas, like the Great Compound, could have served as less formal, multi-purpose playing fields. It hints at a cultural fluidity, where a sacred game could transcend its typical architectural confines, finding expression in different forms. This adaptability underscores the game's deep-rooted significance, a ritual so essential it would find a way to manifest, even in a city as unique and secretive as Teotihuacan. Stepping from Teotihuacan's enigmatic absence, we arrive at El Tajin, a classic Veracruz city that shouts the ballgame's importance from its very architecture. El Tajin is extraordinary, boasting an astonishing 17 distinct ball courts, more than any other known Mesoamerican site. This profusion signifies its central role in the city's spiritual and political life. The most famous, the South Ball Court, features magnificent sculptural panels that provide perhaps the clearest narrative of the game's ultimate stakes. These reliefs depict powerful scenes, a player being decapitated, the blood transforming into a serpent or plant, and subsequent feasting rituals. They illustrate not just sacrifice, but regeneration and cosmic order maintained through bloodshed. El Tajin offers a vivid, visceral testament to how deeply intertwined the ballgame was with ritualized violence, fertility, and the very rhythm of life and death. While the core concept of the ballgame resonated across Mesoamerica, it was a living tradition, continuously adapting and evolving with each civilization's unique cultural tapestry. From the Lola Maya of Chichen Itza, with their monumental open-ended courts, to the highland Zapotec of Monte Alban, whose courts were smaller and more contained, the architecture varied significantly. Rules, too, likely saw regional shifts. Some games may have emphasized scoring through stone rings, while others prioritized keeping the ball in play or reaching specific markers. The identity of the sacrificed also differed. Sometimes it was the losing captain, other times a revered warrior, or even captives. This rich diversity underscores the game's deep cultural fluidity, a testament to its universal appeal and adaptability, weaving itself into the spiritual and political fabric of empires stretching from the Olmec heartland to the Aztec Triple Alliance, all united by the thud of the sacred rubber ball. For millennia, the ball game was an immutable force, but its ancient rhythm was irrevocably broken with the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors in the early 16th century. To European eyes, this powerful indigenous tradition, with its ritualistic bloodshed and pagan ceremonies, was deemed barbaric and heretical. Missionaries and colonial authorities actively suppressed its practice, dismantling ball courts, burning related artifacts, and persecuting players. The very essence of the game, its spiritual foundation and connection to indigenous cosmology, was anathema to the conquering faith. While some communities might have attempted to continue playing in secret or in highly modified forms, the grand public spectacles that once defined Mesoamerican life dwindled. The ancient ball game, once a vibrant pulse of civilization, faded into obscurity, a haunting echo of a world irrevocably lost, buried under the weight of conquest and cultural subjugation. Only fragments remain, whispering stories of sacrifice and glory. Miraculously, a direct, unbroken lineage of this ancient spectacle survives today, thriving in remote corners of rural Mexico. This is Ulama, a living echo of the Mesoamerican ballgame, played with a heavy rubber ball and a fierce, athletic spirit. In dusty villages across Sinaloa and Guerrero, generations have passed down the intricate rules and demanding physical prowess required. Players, often farmers or fishermen, don traditional leather hip guards, embracing the heritage of their ancestors. Their dedication is profound, not for fame or fortune, but to honor a sacred past. The thud of the solid rubber ball, the cries of exertion, the communal spirit, it's a vibrant, visceral link, proving that the heart of this ancient sport, stripped of its deadly stakes, still beats with unyielding passion. Ulama stands as a testament to the enduring power of culture and the human desire for play, competition, and connection to history. Our profound understanding of the ancient ballgame is not merely lore, but a meticulously reconstructed mosaic born from decades of painstaking archaeological work. From the towering stone ball courts of Chichen Itza and El Tajin to the intricate carvings at Monte Alban, these silent arenas speak volumes. Archaeologists, utilizing advanced techniques like LiDAR and ground-penetrating radar, have unearthed over 1,500 ball courts across Mesoamerica. They've discovered precious artifacts, heavy rubber balls preserved in bogs, ornate yokes, hatches, and palmas, stone ritual objects likely worn or used in ceremonies. Iconography, emblazoned on stele, murals, and pottery, depicts players, gods, and the brutal culmination of matches. Through carbon dating, ceramic analysis, and the deciphering of ancient scripts, these dedicated scholars have breathed life back into a forgotten world, piecing together the rules, the rituals, and the profound significance of the game for civilizations long past. Yet, even with such compelling evidence, the interpretation of this ancient ritual remains a fervent battleground for scholars. The ballgame's core, especially its grim association with human sacrifice, sparks intense academic debate and ethical considerations. Was the losing team always sacrificed, or were these captive warriors already condemned, their final act a desperate play for glory? Some theories suggest the sacrifice symbolized agricultural fertility, a blood offering to ensure bountiful harvests, while others propose it was a political tool for conflict resolution or a reenactment of cosmic battles between deities. From the Maya kitsch, Popol Vuh, which frames the game as a mythic journey through the underworld, to the Aztec accounts of high-stakes gladiatorial contests, perspectives diverge. The ambiguity inherent in ancient texts and fragmented iconography leaves room for passionate arguments, reminding us that history, especially one so brutal and complex, is rarely a single, undisputed narrative. Beyond the archaeological debates and the chilling specter of sacrifice, the ancient ballgame offers profound lessons about human nature itself. What primal drives fuel the game where life was the ultimate wager? It speaks to our innate need for competition, for ritualized conflict to define status and social order. It reveals the extraordinary lengths to which civilizations will go to appease their gods, manage societal tensions, or simply imbue life with meaning. The ballgame was a crucible where courage, skill, and fate intertwined, reflecting universal human aspirations for glory and the often unsettling acceptance of an ultimate price. It's a window into the human capacity for creating complex belief systems, where sport was indistinguishable from religion, politics, and survival. This deadly dance echoes our own contemporary struggles, albeit in a far more brutal form, reminding us of the enduring power of collective belief and the thin line between triumph and oblivion. Despite generations of painstaking research and incredible discoveries, the ancient ballgame remains shrouded in tantalizing mystery. Many questions persist, refusing to yield their secrets. What were the precise rules? How exactly was scoring kept across different cultures and eras? Were there specific pre-game rituals or post-game ceremonies beyond the known sacrifices? Who were all the players? Were they always high-ranking nobles, captive warriors, or perhaps even chosen volunteers for a sacred role? The true identities of many figures depicted in ancient art are lost to time. The nuanced interplay of local traditions, regional variations, and the game's profound connection to complex astronomical cycles continues to challenge even the most astute scholars. The past, in its vastness, still holds countless untold stories and unanswered riddles, a testament to the limits of our knowledge and the enduring allure of the unknown. Though its deadly form has vanished, the ancient Mesoamerican ballgame leaves a profound and indelible legacy. It forces us to confront the intricate complexities of civilizations that prioritized ritual over individual life, challenging our modern perceptions of sport, religion, and power. Its influence subtly echoes in the competitive spirit and strategic depth of contemporary team sports. More than that, the ballgame has carved its place in the collective human imagination, inspiring art, literature, and film, a powerful symbol of ultimate stakes and ancient grandeur. The enduring spirit of the players, the ingenuity of their architecture, and the chilling finality of their contests serve as a vital reminder of our shared past and the universal human quest for meaning. The ball court, once a stage for life and death, now stands as a monument to human ambition, sacrifice, and the eternal desire to play a game that truly matters. Our journey through the ultimate game has revealed a world far richer and more complex than a simple sport. We've traversed millennia, witnessing how athletic prowess merged seamlessly with spiritual devotion and the stark reality of brutal sacrifice. The Mesoamerican ballgame was more than a contest. It was the heartbeat of ancient societies, a stage where cosmic cycles were reenacted, celestial alignments observed, and the very balance of the universe was believed to hinge on the outcome. From the intricate carvings of its players to the monumental architecture of its courts, the game articulated a profound worldview where life, death, and renewal were inextricably linked. Its astronomical connections underscored humanity's enduring quest to understand its place in the cosmos, while the ultimate stakes highlighted the deep reverence and terror these cultures held for their gods. And even today, echoes of this ancient tradition persist in the vibrant modern game of Ulama, a testament to the enduring human spirit and the power of inherited ritual. The ultimate game reminds us of humanity's extraordinary capacity to infuse meaning into every action, to transform physical competition into profound ceremony. It stands as a chilling, yet awe-inspiring testament to a forgotten world, inviting us to contemplate the thin veil that separates sport from belief and the ultimate stakes from the pursuit of glory. The echoes of the rubber ball, bouncing off ancient walls, continue to resonate, whispering tales of sacrifice, glory, and the eternal human quest for meaning.